More on the four elements. Let's talk about the fire element, all right? How does it pertain to you and I and our existence in the physical world? What's it got to do with our physical vitality, energy, and existence? Well, what does fire do? It combusts things, and combustion is the burning of a resource to release energy. In the mitochondria inside all the cells of your body, okay, that's what's going on. They're engines. They're like combustion engines, like in a car. They burn, and it creates power. So that's a fire element actively living in your body, animating you. Without it, you'd drop dead and cold. Now, as far as the environment around us, this larger version of a cell called the Earth that we're living in, where does it get its fire element? Well, obviously, it's coming from the sun, right? This galaxy is kind of like it's kind of like a cell. And in the middle of it, you've got a nucleus or something, right? The sun. And we're at the right distance from it to give life, because that energy is life-giving. Now, obviously, if you got too close to it, you'd burn up. And if you get too far away from it, you don't get enough. And you die that way. So, what's my point with that? Well, okay, we live in an age right now where, especially in Western civilized society, the sun is like demonized as something to hide from because it's going to give you cancer. Like the sun is the cause of our cancers, okay? Now, let's apply a little common sense, which is totally uncommon. If you prescribe to the idea that if something's a good thing, then more of it is better, there may be things that applies to, but with something like this, that's going to get you hurt, obviously, right? I know from my own experience, many times I've, gotten severe sunburns that were like super bad because I didn't want to stop and put a shirt on or whatever. And this mostly pertains to when I was younger. I mean, I stopped doing this to myself, but it did DNA damage. I had burns so severe I'd have hallucinations for days and blisters everywhere and peeling and just really burnt. Well, anytime you repeatedly burn yourself, you're asking for DNA damage and mutation. This is not the sun's fault, guys. Hiding from the sun and saying it'll give you cancer and not realizing it's your life force and your battery is kind of like blaming a campfire because some guy chose to sit in the campfire instead of near it. You know what I'm saying? It's not the campfire's fault, okay? You can overdo any element. Too much water, you drown, right? So, my point is here, if we think that we're going to move forward in what we call society or scientific advancement or whatever humanity thinks is moving forward, while simultaneously forgetting our foundation of vitality that gives us even the life, the energy, the consciousness, the awareness, anything that we need, it's not going to work. We're never going to get to our destination because we're all going to be dead. We can't divorce ourselves from our foundation of vitality and move forward, whatever we're calling forward, okay? Now, the sun gives vitamin D. Link below, about the importance of vitamin D. The sun does more than that. Now, vitamin D is critical. If you live somewhere, or for whatever reason your circumstances are such that you won't or you can't expose your body to plenty of sunlight to get enough to be healthy that way, you should at least be taking a vitamin D3 supplement. However, supplements are different videos because which supplements need to be combined with what to work right and for what reason, that's different videos, okay? In this video, I'm just pointing out that that's one of the critical things that's missing from your life from a lack of sunlight. And it is critical. So, I think that's enough. I think I've made my main point. There's, like I said, some interesting links here pertaining to this. And just one more interesting note. Some of you may have noticed this in your own experience, and there's science to back it up. Say it's been a long winter and you haven't been getting any sunlight. Summer comes around and you start trying to get a tan, let's say. You're rolling with your shirt off or something. Have you ever noticed how you start feeling a lot better about life? That's because, as with the other three essential physical elements of life, when you get what you need there, your brain chemistry, your outlook on life, your perception, everything gets better because you're getting healthier and more capable. Now I'll point this out with the other elements as well, but that's just something to keep in mind, guys. Don't cut the 4 legs off your table, okay? You need these things supporting you in order to have any chance to have the capacity to be who you're capable of being. All right.